Welcome to this series of Eden Talk, where we are reviewing the book Adventist Home. A number of presentations have been put together. Hope you find them beneficial. Stay tuned in and enjoy this presentation.
Greetings, friends. Today we're going to have a talk on a divine inheritance, nurturing a successful family with spiritual roots. We live in a world that has got a huge thrust on productivity and success. What do you do for a living? How many qualifications do you hold? How many streams of income do you have? The list goes on. Productivity is good, success is also good. But have you ever stopped to think what success looks like in the context of a family? Let's juxtapose an organization and a family and draw some principles that we can use for our families. Principle number 1, accountability. Any well-run organization is big on accountability. This is the means by which individuals are held responsible for their actions and report to a recognized authority. We need to recognize the authority that governs our families, that is God. And He has given us children as an inheritance from Him, and we are managing His property. One day, He will call us to account on what we have done with the special gifts that He gave us. With this in mind, we need to commit more care, time, and prayer to the upbringing of our families. Number 2, vision. We need to think ahead about what we want for our families. It has been said that planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. While a vision may vary from family to family, we need to consider some basics. And here is an example of what we should think about: the size of your family. You need to ask yourself questions such as, will the needs of each family member be well met? Physically, emotionally, spiritually? Will the mother need extra help? Can she handle the size of the family without compromising on her health, her vitality, and spirituality? Will the father need to devote more time to work than with his family so that he can meet the needs of the family? Number 3, while a vision will help us to focus on the needs of our families, we also need to take time to think of the needs of those outside of our family unit. We'll term this social responsibility. There are several children who find themselves out of the comforts of the things that we desire for our families and the upbringing in the Lord. Each family member should feel a solemn obligation to be friends with the friendless, and to be a father to the fatherless and aid the widows. Number 4, build a legacy. A legacy extends beyond material wealth and a good name. We need to invest in physical and spiritual habits today that can be passed on from generation to generation. If we neglect this work, we risk leaving as a legacy for our children disease, enfeebled intellects, and polluted morals. However, if we take this work as seriously as we should, we will not only benefit the present society, but also the society in the future. Now that we have grasped the basics that every family should consider, let's move on to the pillars of a successful family. When something means a lot to us, we take time to ensure its safety and its security. The same should apply to families. We need to protect our circle. The family is a sacred circle. While having family friends is good, they should not be allowed to meddle in family matters. No outsider should gain unauthorized access to your family circle. As we guard against outside influences, we also need to keep a watchful eye on inside influences. Satan seeks to destroy families from within. We need to keep a watchful eye on the spirit of contention and seek to promote healthy ways of resolving conflict and promoting unity. What is the secret of family unity? It is not management, it is not diplomacy, It is not some superhuman effort to overcome difficulties, although there will be much of that to do. It is unity with Christ. Picture a large circle and lines running from its edges to the center. The nearer the lines approach the center, the closer they become. So it is with Christianity. We need to draw closer to Christ, and we will be able to draw closer to each other. Pillar number 2, create a homeschool environment. The system that was established in Eden was family-centered. God designed that the family should be the greatest educational tool that is available to its members. The parents will be the instructors. The primary objective is to teach by precept and example the love and obedience to God. We need to emphasize these to our children. All else is secondary. If we neglect this work, Satan is waiting to educate our children with agencies of his own choosing. Pillar number 3, be fully committed. Show up, roll up your sleeves, and do the work. Parents are encouraged to spend much time at home to ensure that they execute the task of parenting with diligence. While we may have assistance from helpers at home, while we may have the church to provide spiritual guidance and moral guidance, and also having schools to provide education, we cannot rely on these to raise our children. When it comes to the constitution, the health, and the character development of the child, parents must not delegate this duty. Pillar number 4, develop a friendship. Have you ever had a relationship, whether it's with a work colleague, a neighbor, a churchmate, or a friend, that has spanned a long period of years, only to realize that you don't actually know the person? The same danger lies within families. We need to develop companionship within the families. Parents, befriend your children. Get to know them. Allow them to see you as a safe space which they can bring their issues to. They need to see that you treat their matters with importance and are willing to work with them to resolve whatever issues they have. We need to emphasize that the family is the first place where we find our solutions and our refuge. Number 5, love, love, and more love. From a worldly point of view, money is power. But from a Christian standpoint, love is power. Love can be that soft answer that turns away anger. It can be the covering of a multitude of sins. Love is patient. Love is kind. Pure love has special efficacy to do good, and it can do nothing but good. Oh, parents, remember when you were younger and you desired more sympathy and love over scolding. Be young in your feelings again. Bring your minds down to the needs and wants of your children. Give them love. Love in babyhood, love in childhood, love in youth. Express your love for them through actions. Speak to them, show them that you love them, and tell them that you love them. Pillar number 6, seek God's help. This is the best pillar of them all because Christ sympathizes and empathizes with our weaknesses. We are not alone in this journey. Divine guidance is promised. You need to come before the Lord, commit the family that He has given to you, and ask Him to guide you. All heaven is interested in your work, and God will unite with you and crown your efforts with success.